I learned, I'm talking too much, but I learned a long time ago, PMA, positive mental attitude, and I've really stuck with that over the years. PMA, positive mental attitude. I had a calendar probably 20 years ago and had it on there, so I really kind of stick with that.
I love it.
Keep going on. I got like 7 pages of different notes here.
I love it. Guys, 3 words. Thoughts become
action.
Close. Thoughts become
words.
Thoughts become
behaviors.
Words.
Things.
Things.
Thoughts become things. A lot of people think that this is hokey pokey. A lot of people think that this is like different because, and especially hard for me because I'm a Christian man. And I believe that, God has his purpose. But, Rachel, what did you say? Faith without
works is dead.
Faith without works is dead. How many of us go out there, we pray for it, we ask for it all the time, but what's missing?
Action.
Action. Works. In the Bible it says, you move towards me, I'll move towards you. It doesn't say like, I'll do everything for you here. And part of like our growth process is, stretching. You know what I mean? Stretching out the muscle, like going through your growth process, it's very uncomfortable. It's kind of painful sometimes. Like when you're in the gym and you're trying to get bigger, or if you can think of anything that you have to grow to do, is there pain involved in going through a physical transformation? There's also pain going through a personality transformation. There's also pain going through a growth transformation. Because what you're doing is you're not stretching your body, you're stretching your brain. Your brain and your mind are a muscle too. So what's really easy to do is when something gets uncomfortable or we don't want to do it, we decide it's easier just to not do it. It's just easier not to do it. Your brain is a muscle just like the rest of your body. You have to exercise it. If you don't exercise your brain, what happens? Anybody?
It becomes foggy? I don't know.
It goes dormant.
There's a number of different things for it. If you don't practice using your brain, if you don't practice being uncomfortable, like there's a lot of different things. Does anybody ever tell themselves, oh, that's just not me. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I just want to stick with what I'm doing here. I just do this. That's my role. This is what I do in life. This is just what I do. Anybody do that? Because the moment it comes to time to step out, and it could be a number of different things. It could be being coachable. It could be reaching out to new promoters. It could be reaching out to customers. It could be a number of different things that we're uncomfortable with. It could be going to an event. It could be talking up on stage. There's a number of different things. Like we all know the areas that we need to work on, but we don't because it's easier to just not to. It's easier to not to. And when you don't practice getting better every single day, getting over fears every single day, that's how you get better and better and better. But here's the best thing about once you stretch out that muscle, once you build that muscle, what do you have? Where's my personal trainers at? Once you build that muscle once, what do you now have?
Muscle memory.
Muscle memory. Guess what also happens to your brain? Once you go out there and you get it done one time, you go through the growth process one time, what is now in your brain?
Memory.
Memory. You can't take it back. Once you stretch something out, it can't go back. The hardest part is just getting there. So whatever that is in your life, the hardest part is just getting there. So that right there, attitude is everything. That's a big, huge one. You guys will hear me talk about that a lot. But whatever you believe and whatever you send out to the world will manifest itself into your life. So if you're constantly not getting promoted, if you're constantly thinking, how come I can't get promoters? How come I can't get this? How come I can't get that? You will continue to attract not being able to get promoters, not being able to get customers. If you're constantly thinking out of why am I always getting all these bills? Why all these bills? How come I can't get ahead? Where will you never get?
Ahead.
Ahead. It's as simple as that. Whatever you are thoughting, whatever you are thinking, you are going to manifest out there to the world. So that was last week's goal. The last week's goal is enroll one customer, one promoter. Introducing emotional intelligence into your business. So the ability to recognize your own and other people's emotions, distinguish between them and appropriately, and use this information to guide your thinking and behavior. So why is this important? What do you guys feel is more important, EQ or IQ?
What's EQ stand for?
Emotional quotient.
Oh, then EQ. No,
Why?
it's a trick question. Never mind.
No, you're right. Why?
Well, because it's not how smart you are. It's your attitude and what you believe in yourself, and that's emotion. Kind of like that.
Yeah, it's that, but it's also you are in a business, you are in a people business, and this is a skill set that can multiply your ability to track prospects, build large, diversified team, and others to duplicate your success. Okay? And this is a big, huge deal because, if you don't have the right emotional intelligence and somebody pisses you off, what's your natural instinct when somebody upsets you or does something stupid in your business? What's your initial reaction to do?
Say something bad, yell, be upset.
Yeah, Jay, and who was that Bernadette?
Get mad at them.
Yeah, get mad at them. And then what's really hard is to love people for who they are, good or bad. Just to love people for every single thing that they are, because that's just who they are. So what it is if you're having a high emotional intelligence, what it is you're not emotionally responding. How many times have you ever seen somebody with a low EQ or a moment of weakness where they said something that they didn't mean, but it took so long to recover from that conversation? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Could be through a parent to a child, a spouse to spouse, a boss to employee, a friend to friend. Have you guys ever had a moment of weakness where you had a low emotional intelligence, a low EQ for a minute? Anybody ever have an experience like that where you irrationally acted out, or you didn't really think about it? You didn't have a high IQ. You reacted to something.
Yep.
How long did it take for it?
It took me a long time to get over it.
But how long did it take between you and that person?
A long time to.
They
yeah, long time to
reacted.
get over it.
They reacted to you in a low EQ. You're saying.
Yeah.
And why is that take so long for you to get over it?
Because I was hurt and I was angry.
And so think about what happens if we do that to one of our promoters or somebody into our business. Like if we don't sit back and listen to what they have to say and be able to help them walk them through the process, they're going to do the exact same thing in your business.
Right.
They're going to hold resentment and they're not going to go to work. So 20% of the people do 80% of the work. So just be careful with it on it. You're not going to make everybody happy, but your emotions, if uncontrolled, will push your team away. Customers, promoters, and leadership. People remember the most how you made them feel the last time you spoke. People remember the most how you made them feel the last time you spoke. When emotions are high, intelligence is low. It's a simple function of the human brain. It's called amygdala. Rachel might know this one. Amygdala. Hijacking?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I don't know. The simple function of the human brain, when emotions are high, intelligence is low, it's a simple function of the human brain. Amygdala, hijacking?
Amygdala.
Yeah, that's what I said. Amygdala. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, that's near the carabulated, and it's actually connected to the carotid artery, I think. actually.
Good job. Good job.
When intelligence is low, how good is your decision making? Not very good. Look at a situation from all perspectives, seek to understand. Reactions, what not to do. React, raise your voice, jump to conclusions, accuse, attack, threaten, quit, get sad, or get depressed. What to do. Respond with a well thought out approach. Think before you speak. Breathe. Delete the message before you hit send. Guys, that's a big one with me. Sometimes you guys will be sitting there watching, and if you guys have iPhones, you know how that little emoji is emoticon that's showing that somebody's typing? You guys know what I'm talking about? On the iPhone, they have that. So sometimes people will see me sitting there typing, and they're like, what's taking you so long? It's because my emotional intelligence is low, and I'm getting irritated, so I type out the whole message, what I want to say, but what I end up doing is what?
Delete.
Deleting it.
Deleting the whole thing. Because what I want to say is, what the? No, it is not even a little bit. And then I got to calm down. I got to take a step back. And I got to delete the message. And I got to calm down, breathe. And then I got to resend the message back out again. Because it is not fun. And it's really hard when you start arguing with somebody. This is going to be the hardest one. But I got a question for you guys. Would you guys rather be rich or would you rather be right?
Rich.
Rich.
This is the one that Rachel and I think probably has been the hardest one for Ray probably to get over, but she's really good at now.
I concur. I concur.
Because isn't it a natural instinct to just want to win an argument, to just want to be right?
Still do.
George, what's easier, to argue with Lindy or just to tell her she's right?
I'm always right.
What is that? Oh my goodness. What is that? What is that thing on? Oh my gosh, how does it go? My goodness. I would agree with you. Oh my gosh, you guys know what I'm talking about. Something with the husband and wife. I would agree with you, but we'd both be wrong, or what does that say?
I
Oh
don't,
gosh,
I don't know that
what
one.
is it? Nobody? Not even?
Sorry, it's about to get loud in here.
Here, let me go ahead and find this real quick. It's going to drive me nuts. Maybe I should just move on. Hold on 2 seconds. It's right here. Oh, I'd agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. I'd agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. That was one of our Justin Call actually quoted that for his wife out there. So the easiest thing to do is I would rather be rich than right. So sometimes, like when you're arguing with somebody, does it not seem to be crazy? Like, you know you're right in your head, but they are sounding so crazy. Like, you know that you're right. Is there any reasoning with the person right now that believes that they're right?
Nope.
There's no reasoning with them. The easiest way I like to explain it is crazy people don't know that they're crazy. That's the easiest way I can explain it. That's what makes me keep my sanity to myself. Crazy people do not know that they're crazy. So how can I get mad at them? I don't know if that'll help you, but that's how it helps me. So challenge checkup. So what is your current result? Where are you currently at, and how committed have you been to your challenge on a scale of 1 to 10? Do you have enough product and samples available? What products have you not tried yet? Additional recruiting methods. So does everybody on here, you guys have all went through the shotgun approach, right? You guys have all heard the shotgun method. So
What is that?
So Morna and Diane and Rachel and George, you guys are just naturally on here. Now, the Morna and Diane, you guys are actually, the month 3 has actually been postponed till, oh, good. Diane actually got off. It looks like, what's iPhone?
Yeah, I messaged her. I'm sorry, Morna. I should have messaged you too.
Okay, good. So we're going to go over this. So you guys might hear the information twice, but repetition, repetition, repetition. Additional recruiting method, shotgun approach. This one's not really for the faint of heart. It's used by the fearless. Must have the greatest level of confidence and physiology, walking right up to potential prospects and asking qualifying questions. It's a straight up shotgun approach. Takes very little time, and you control the frequency. You're not looking for a conversation, immediately diving into the business. Downside is you will have to go through a large number of potential prospects that you have no rapport with. So, when you decide to go out and do your prospecting, the shotgun style, or you can do this while you're in your daily activities. Some of the conversations that I've had with this is, excuse me, I know this really may seem odd, but you seem to be a pretty sharp person. And anytime I run across somebody successful like you, I always stopped and talked to them. Are you, what business are you in? What line of business are you in? That is something that I always do. If I see somebody sharp, or if I see a server talking to me, or just anywhere out and about, like I'll find something that somebody has on. I'll make a compliment about that. Like, man, that's a nice sharp watch. What is it exactly that you do? Oh, really? And then I go right into the business. And I say, you know what? Actually, you look like a really sharp person. This is kind of unorthodox, but we're actually working with a company right now that's launching into this area. And do you keep your business options open by any chance? So I have somebody that might be looking for somebody like you. Shotgun approach. Not to sound strange, but obviously you work out a lot. Are you in the fitness industry? That's an easy conversation. Do fitness people go hand in hand on what we got in our business? Do fitness people go hand in hand on what we got doing in our business?
Yes.
Oh, good. Yes. And so do fitness people already know that they're fit?
Yes.
And be honest, do people like hearing about how fit they are?
Yes, they
Oh,
do.
yeah.
I hear some girls out there like, oh, I don't like how they check me out. They like to get recognized for all the hard work that they put in at the gym. Guys too. Guys working out, they like for people to be like, complimenting them on, their hard work. So that's an easy conversation for you guys to have. If you see somebody out there that's built like a brick house out there in public, is just ask them a couple simple questions. That right there's a shotgun approach. Actually, you know what? We work with a lot of folks like you that get paid to be walking billboards. We're looking for a few folks that may be looking to help out some kids and maybe make an extra $1,000, $2,000 to work out per month. And it might not be for you or not, but would you be open to more information? Simple question. Shotgun approach. The key to success in this one, though, is stand strong, have confident physiology, and understand it's a numbers game. People will respond if they believe that you believe. So event cycle is the last one here. Event cycle, you guys already know here on this one. I don't really have to go into it, but events are just a cycle. Events is like literally just something that it's just part of your process. George, how often do I have to remind you to register for an event?
Never, because I always have Lindy do it.
Okay, moving on. Rachel, how often do I need to remind you to register for an event?
Never.
Never. Why?
Because it's something that we always do. You don't leave an event without registering for the next one.
But what if I don't have anybody new coming to the next event with me?
It doesn't matter. If you want to stay in this business and grow yourself, you always have to be reinventing yourself and willing to do that.
I can't afford it.
Can you afford losing this company and not making money anymore in it?
Okay, fine. I'll register. Where do I got to go?
Events.vi.com.
Okay, hold on. Let me text this to Lindy. Hold on. No, guys, and that's really what it boils down to. I hear so many people say all the time, events. Events are literally your recharge. Events are just part of the process. Events are like your education. Can you imagine not going to the final exams during college or showing up to classes, hearing the information? Events are what literally going to help you to become where I notice every single time, you know how I told you eventually you had to stretch your mind, you stretch and grow. All the biggest stretching I've ever seen always happens at events. That's why you can't afford to miss an event, because every single event you get stronger, you get better, and you get faster. Your belief level grows, and you are what you believe you are. So if all your growth comes from events, okay, if all your growth and your belief comes from events, and your whole life is just a collection of what you believe you are, how important is events now? You're literally investing in yourself. It doesn't matter how much it costs. Even if it cost me $2,000 or $3,000 a month, I would still be going to an event, or I'm sorry, $2,000 or $3,000 an event. I would still go to an event, because every single time I go, I grow, I get stronger, I get faster, I get smarter. The only reason why I'm in my business over where you guys is at is because I've been to way more events. Way more events. I've heard probably 1,000 times more no's. I just got time. I just got more repetition on you guys. That's it. That's it. So moving on from cycles, closing the month, which we're already running on that. You guys already know that the 19th has just crossed, so you guys already know. Now it's time to take a sense of urgency. Who's going to go out there and get $2,000 in PQV right now? Who's going to go out there and get their $500 in free product? In order to get $500 in free product, what do you guys need?
Three active customers.
Yeah, minimum of 3 active customers to get the 3% discount. But how many customers, how much in customer volume do you need to get $500 in free points this month? $500 times 3.
1,500.
1,500. So if you wanted $333 worth of free product next month, how many customers would you want this month? 3, minimum of 3, with how much in customer volume?
300.
999. It's really simple, guys. However many points that you want. If you want 200 free points, really simple. If you want 200 free points, how much in customer volume do you need this month?
$2,500.
No. If you want 200 free points next month, how much customer volume?
600.
$606. Or 3 customers.
Well, you just really need 600, but yeah, $606 would get you.
I don't know.
Yeah, 606 will get you $202. How did I do that math?
Divide.
You're just dividing all your customer volume by 3. That's it. As long as you have 3 active customers, all the customer sales that you have, divide by 3. Pretty simple, fun math. But now all we have to simply do is you got to simply go down and start checking your team. But what I would do if I were you guys is go focus on getting your $1,500 in customers, and you focus between now and the end of the month, go out there and get that, because that's the easiest part. On top of, finding a promoter or 2 here to help them go do the exact same thing. So no matter how small or large your group may be, it can be achieved by focusing on the questions above. How you simply do is you just go log in your back office. Are you active? Do you have 3 for free? What is your PBV? What's the next PBV jump? Do you have 3 active teams, and do you have $2,000 in GQV? GQV is total group. Okay, because your 2,000 GQV is going to help you get to maintain what position every month? $2,000 helps you maintain what position every month?
Is it Rising Star Director?
Director. Very good. $2,000 allows you to maintain director with 3 active legs. That is a position that you should never go under. Ever, 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 ever. Director is $2,000 and then 3 active legs. So are you guys paying attention to your back office? Or do you just log in there and say, I don't know what the hell any of this means, so therefore I don't pay attention? Which most people do. So identify, creating, closing it too. So technically, you should be 150 contacts deep at this point because you've been contacting 3 people per day. Okay? It's been 50 days now since you guys have been in this program. So you should have already reached out to 150 people. Okay? So now, if you've not reached out to 150 people, that means you're not doing your 3 a day, keeping it consistent. And if you were to reach out to 150 people per day, I guarantee you'd have 15 people in your business that were either customers or promoters. That's really all it simply is. The end of the month is the best time to focus on your maybes. These maybes are sitting on the fence. They're the fence sitters. They're the people that you've already been talking to for a while. Now we literally just got to get them ready to jump on. A fence sitter is someone who has looked at the information but hasn't said yes or no yet. In the last 7 days, 80% of your time should be spent moving people off the fence. So I'm going to say in your last 10 days, I would do 50% moving people off the fence, 50% reaching into the new or people that you haven't spoke to yet. All right. Other than that, that is it. I will post the action steps right here as soon as we get off the call here. But guys, what's really important right now is we need to close out June hardcore. Because if you close out June hardcore, guess what's going to be a little bit harder to build next month? Or dang it. Guess when it's going to get a little bit harder? I just gave you the answer. July tends to be the harder of the months, but don't allow that to be your excuse. Why is July a little more difficult?
Super hot, holidays, boating, everyone's busy.
Kids are in full swing. So you got to be very intentional with June. But even though everybody's in summertime, a lot of people say, you know what, screw it, I give up. I'm just going to look like this for the summer. You know, they stress themselves out all the way till April or May, and then they're like, screw it, this is how I'm going to look. But that is actually a really good approach for you guys to go to your network right now and say, listen, we've got this is going to be a long summer. We're probably going to have summer until August, September, probably until late September this year. Bernadette always got summer where she's at. But for us Midwesterners, this is going to be a long, warm summer. So now is a perfect opportunity to start using what is your strategy to get a number of different customers on. Like, what's your strategy? Have you guys figured out a strategy yet on how you're going to go out there and acquire a bunch of customers right now? Like, what's your plan? What's your guys' model? What's your guys' messaging that you're using right now? Can it be the same as your messaging that you used in November, December, January, February? Get clever. Change your messaging. So, all right, guys, I'll post the homework. 9:30 team call, which has already been posted on One Team, One Dream and on all these lids. And then yours truly will be hosting the vision call tonight. So wish me luck that I don't mess it up. So
Good luck.
who on here is going to go out there and get minimally $500 in free product next month?
Me.
Make the freaking decision. Create a strategy. Create your message. Get a plan of attack. Don't just simply jump off this and don't go look in your back office, but go do it. And for the rest of you folks that are within striking distance, go break area director. Katie, you're really close. Katie, you're really close. Get yourself back up to $2,500 and get this done easy.
Okay.
What you asked me earlier, just go get your $2,500 PQV done again.
Okay. Yeah, I'm signing up 2 promoters tonight.
Hey!
Here at the house. And I got 2 of my customers that were going to sign up. I got one person actually did it, and another person is going to do it soon. So we'll see. I think I'm going to do it. I don't know. I'm going to do it.
Now I'm so confused
Why?
because everybody was saying no for a while.
I know, but it takes them forever to say yes. I've been working on them for 2 months. So just keep doing it, and then the 2 months ago, people will eventually say yes.
Why would you keep reaching back out to them?
Oh, I did it every week and a half. I don't want to be somebody who bugs them, but
Yeah. I didn't want to be too crazy.
I know.
I was only reaching out to them every week and a half and watching them make breakfast, every couple times a week. So
Yeah, they're really good, great. I one of them I'm thinking that he should be a promoter because I think he's going to be amazing, but I'm not going to say anything yet. But I got to get him a customer, and then I'm going to get Dre talking to him and see if he'll be a promoter. He'll be a really good promoter.
everybody give it up for Katie. 2 customers.
Awesome job.
Yeah, sorry I haven't. Yeah, sorry I haven't been on. It's been really crazy. So I thought this was actually not the one I'm supposed to be on. That's why I wasn't in the screen. I thought it was May's. So it was April's. I'm sorry. I really am.
You're on the right one.
Okay, good. Okay. Lord of mercy. Thank you. You're the best.
Well, great job, Katie. That right there is the definition of persistence. You kept sticking with it. You kept going, and all of a sudden, the next thing you know, one of those 2 people is going to go out there, and you just go help them. Go Rising Star. Isn't that cool now to have 2 brand new promoters in your business? You got 2 fresh lists. You got 2 fresh networks right there.
So we're gonna have 2 big parties coming up. 2 big parties.
What I love about bringing in new promoters of my own is, do you guys ever feel like, man, I've been talking to my people over and over and over again. I'm running out of people to talk to. What happens when you bring in a new promoter? Guess what happens?
You get excited.
But you also gain another what?
Leg. I don't know what.
Their
List.
list is now your list.
Oh yes, I got more lists. I'm excited.
So you figure the average person can go out there and create a 100-person list. Let's say if you get out there and you get another 3 people in your business this week here. How many people now do you have to talk to?
900.
Yeah, if they're making 300-person lists, yeah. Yep. So, all right. Great job, guys. Great job. Here at 9:30, and let's go get a victory this month, eh? All righty. Monday night at 8:45. Let's do Monday night 8:45. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's come with some victories. Let's come with some victories. Let's go out there and say, hey, I got scared and I went for it. Deal? All right. Let's keep this thread active. Talk to you soon, guys.
Hey, real quick.
No, I'm all set. Thanks.
Don't we have 3 videos to watch?